Hi, this is Hannah from Evron Education Limited. Let us derive an expression for the electric field due to an electric dipole along the axial line. So, first of all, we should know what is an electric dipole. So, the derivation will be for electric field due to an electric dipole. It is along the axial line. So, what is electric dipole? So, we have two equal and opposite charges . So, AB is an electric dipole. So, it has two equal and opposite charges. It is separated by a small distance, say for example 2d. So, this constitutes an electric dipole, and we should also know what is dipole moment. Dipole moment is nothing but the product of magnitude of any one of the charge. So, we have minus q and plus q. Magnitude will be q into the distance between the two charges, which is 2d. So, dipole moment is represented as small p, and it is a vector quantity. The direction is taken from negative to positive. The direction of dipole moment, it is from negative to positive. So, having known this electric dipole and dipole moment, now let us derive the expression for electric field due to an electric dipole along the axial line. So, let us first draw the diagram for it. Same way, we have the electric dipole. So, we have minus q plus q, and the center of the electric dipole is represented as O. The distance is 2d. Let P be any point. So, this is represented as P, be any point at a distance r from the center of the dipole. So, this distance from the center till the point P is represented as r, and this is the x-axis, and we are going to calculate the electric field along this axial line due to this electric dipole. So, what is the electric field of plus q charge? It is represented as E1, which is from positive to negative. The direction of electric lines of force will be from positive to negative. So, that is what represented here, which is E1. So, that is along BP. E1 direction is along BP, and for the minus q charge, it should be from positive to negative. So, which means it is represented as E2, which is along the direction PA. E2 is along the direction PA for the charge minus q. So, with this diagram, I think we can derive the expression now. First of all, we should know what is the electric field for the charge plus q, then minus q, then we have to find out the resultant electric field. So, let us calculate what is E1 first. So, E1 is equal to, so electric field equation is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. So, in this case, we write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge plus q. So, that is q divided by the distance should be, how do we calculate the distance? So, here along BP, so which means it is OP minus OB. OP, the distance is r, and OB will be d. So, it becomes r minus d the whole square, and this is along the direction BP. Okay. So, this is E1 for the charge plus q. Similarly, we can calculate for the charge minus q. So, how do we calculate for minus q? So, it becomes E2. E2 will be equal to, again, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, which is along the direction PA. So, here it should be ROP plus OA. So, it is R plus D. So, Q by R plus D along whole square, and the direction will be along PA. So this is E2 for the charge minus Q. So we have found out E1 and E2. Now what is the resultant electric field, that is E, we have to calculate. So if you see E1 and E2, the charges are equal and opposite, and even the electric field is opposite in direction. So the resultant field will be E1 minus E2. And what will be the direction of the resultant electric field? It should be of the charge with greater magnitude. Greater magnitude means it is plus Q, so the direction will be BP. So this direction should be along BP. Okay, so we have to find out now what is E1 minus E2. So let us simplify this equation. So we have E1 and E2. So E1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus D the whole square. So this is along BP. So let us find out E now. E will be equal to, E1 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus D the whole square, and minus we have 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R plus D the whole square. Okay, so this direction will be along BP. Now if you see in this equation, Q is common and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. So we can take that outside. It becomes Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and inside we have 1 by R minus D the whole square plus, sorry, it is 1 by R minus D the whole square minus 1 by R plus D the whole square. Now how do we simplify this equation? So here if you see R minus D, R plus D, which is of the form A minus B, A plus B, which means it is A square minus B square. So in this case it will be R square minus D square, and we have the whole square. So how do we write this equation? E will be equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and here the denominator will be R square minus D square the whole square. So this is A square minus B square, which is of the form A plus B into A minus B, and since we have the whole square, we have written as whole square. And here in the numerator it becomes R plus D the whole square minus R minus D the whole square. Now again we have to simplify this equation. Here on the numerator it is of the form A plus B the whole square. A plus B the whole square, which is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. Using the same here also, it is R minus D. So A square plus B square minus 2AB. So what will happen to the equation now? So E will be equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. So the denominator will be R square minus D square the whole square. So you can write it as R square plus D square plus 2RD, and this minus will go there, so it becomes minus R square minus D square, and minus into minus it becomes plus 2RD. Okay, we have used the formula here. Now if you see R square minus R square we can cancel out, D square and minus D square we can cancel out. So how will the equation change now? It becomes the equation will become E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and in the numerator 2RD plus 2RD it becomes 4RD divided by R square minus D square the whole square. Okay. Now if you compare the distance of R and D, D is very small when compared to the distance R. which means the distance d can be neglected in the numerator, because in the denominator. Numerator we have the multiplication r and d, so there we cannot neglect the value. Here we can neglect the value of d. So the equation will change it as q by 4 pi epsilon naught 4rd divided by, so d if you are neglecting it becomes only r power 4, and here 1 r and this r will get cancelled. So the equation now becomes so you can write it as q by 4 pi epsilon naught 4d by r cube. So this I would like to write this as 2 into 2d. 4d I can divide it as 2 into 2d. So it becomes q into 2 into 2d, and here we have 4 by epsilon naught, and here we have r cube. We know dipole moment is nothing but magnitude of one of the charge into distance between the two charges, which means q into 2d will become dipole moment. P is equal to q into 2d. So I can substitute P in the place of q into 2d. So the equation will change it as 2P by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. So this is the electric field due to an electric dipole along the axial line. Okay, so that gives 2P. P represents the dipole moment, and 4 pi epsilon naught, you know, it is a constant, and r is the distance from the point which we have chosen.